All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Warm day here in Western New York, about 35 degrees right now. Glad to see the snow's melting because it's starting to get really high to where I couldn't see in intersections or trying to get anywhere. A little bit dangerous. I don't know what you can really do, I guess, other than take out the snow by dump truck and maybe dump it in the river. I think they used to do that. But yeah, I'm really glad that there's some melting happening because I'm getting tired of it. It was so cold the other day. We're at like 6 degrees. Robin's back, and she hasn't been here in about a month, it feels like. Nice to see you.
Nice to be back.
Yeah, glad
nice
you're here.
Nice to be out of the house.
Yeah, right.
Even though I could hibernate for the winter, I'll be honest.
Yeah, no, I know you could. Yeah, so you're back. Excellent. I won't keep you from your work. Anyways, we're going to be talking to Elena here shortly in a couple minutes. Elena DePaulo is going to give us an update. We await the arrival of my guest co-host, Noelle. She's on the way. We've had contact with her. She'll be here shortly. We got a lot of things we're going to cover tonight. After we talk to Elena. What's up, Wade?
I got to send you the link and then you send it to Elena.
Okay.
You know what? Why don't you send it to me?
Okay.
I'll do it. I got it. I'll send the link. Oh, that's right. Wade is here, too, of course. He's the guy behind the scenes who makes us get on the air. But we're going to send Elena a link here in a second. So anyways, a lot of stuff that we are going to be getting into. First off, we got another letter that went out about the city clerk. You know, there's been two other ones, and here comes the third one now. After that, we are going to talk about the Niagara action, which I'm not crazy about ever really discussing that place. But, you know, in this situation, I guess we have to. I can't wait till Noelle gets here because she has a lot more information about that site than I do. And I don't generally... Oh, you just sent me one, right? Yeah. All right, cool. Okay, I'm going to send it to her in... right now. Hold on. All right, Elena. Let's see. On the way. There it is. So I got to talk to her about this Niagara action. Who runs it? Whose is it? Who owns it? What the deal is? I know Noelle knows. An incredibly stupid, not even really that funny email was put, or not email, post was put out about Valentine's Day. It wasn't really that clever or nothing, but if it's who it is, if it is who I think it is that sent it out, it's kind of, kind of despicable and disgusting. D. Sweat, he will be with us maybe next week, but as time dwindled down, I know he said earlier that he possibly couldn't do that. You know what? I'm going to have something. Hold on. I'm going to tell her to do this. Hold on, guys. I'm going to have her call me, and we'll do an audio interview with her. She said her link isn't working on her end, so I'm going to have her give me a call, and we'll just do a quick audio interview to find out how she's doing and how the quest for a kidney donor is. As you know, or hold on, here she is. Let's see. Hey, Elena, you're on with me. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for doing this audio interview with me.
Oh, thank you for having me. I'm sorry that it might be my phone. I don't know what's wrong with it.
That's okay. I'm just glad we got to talk to you. It's been a couple weeks. And how...
Yeah.
Robin's finally back.
Hi, Robin. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I survived another month of no dialysis.
Good for you.
Yeah.
That's good news.
Yeah, so I'm happy with that.
Good. How's Enzo?
Enzo's great. Not feeling so good right now, but other than that, he's really good.
Oh, I hate that. There's something going around.
Yeah, he's just got a little cold or something like that. I don't know. But he was also upset when I walked through the door and not his father. So,
So is there anything new happening that you can report at all?
No, nothing new. Still, I'm still waiting to hear from ECMC. Every time I call there, I just get annoyed.
Right. Yeah.
Because they can't tell me anything, so it kind of stinks. It's almost like I'm setting myself up for failure when I call there.
Yeah, they can't say nothing. I know. like I said, 2022 is the year that we're going to get one. It's just
Right.
the waiting's the hardest part, you know?
Oh, the
And-
waiting is the worst.
Yeah, I know.
And it's like, I feel like my whole life is like on hold because it's like now I'm starting to see everybody announcing that they're pregnant
yeah.
and I want to adopt again so bad. And I feel like my next adoption is on hold until I get a kidney.
Yeah, our friend is here, Noelle, when she's ready. She walked. She's coming over. So your friend is here, Noelle. She just made
Love
it.
her.
Yeah,
You want to see my shirt?
oh, that's a nice shirt. Look at this. Do you see the shirt?
Anybody read
I
it?
love it.
Sorry about my
What's it
rolls.
say? F.
I'm Nick D'Angelo.
That's it. Yeah.
Back says something too, but we'll leave that out.
What does it say?
It says.
Oh, I got it.
It says. Well, it says
F?
fuck.
Yeah, there you
Fuck Nick D'Angelo is what it says.
I love it.
Yeah. So Elena's on with us.
Hi, Lena. How have you been?
Well, she heard you. Here.
How have you been, Elena?
What was that? I'm
How have you
sorry.
been?
I am good. How are you?
Great. Well, how late am I?
You're not that bad. Where are we at?
I'm
What time?
Only 8 minutes.
Only 8 minutes.
Oh wow.
It's not bad.
Usually I'm here at least like 5 minutes early.
It's all right.
Sometimes I was late. I was 45 minutes late today to my doctor's appointment.
Yeah. 45 minutes. Well.
I walked in there like, "Hi, Noelle." I'm like, "Oh shoot." Like, oh, I'm so sorry.
Right. All right. So Elena, we have been, there's been some. I'm trying to think how to put it. I've had people inbox us and say they wanted to do something,
Yeah.
and I'm sure they do, but
Right.
you can't, like you said, you just can't track it because you don't know what's happening.
Right. Right. Like I've had people message me and be like, well, you can have them call me. Well, they're not going to call you.
Right.
You have to call them. You know what I mean?
Right. It's like the same thing with the whole thing. They want you to call them.
Right.
They're very
Yeah,
private
well,
about
they
it.
can't- It's like a legal thing. Like they can't call
Yeah.
and ask people if they want to give up their organs.
Right. It's very private.
Yeah.
Right.
But as we know, though, whoever does this, it's very safe.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. I
Did-
feel like people like. I mean, I've heard some people before think that they can't live without two
Right.
kidneys, but it's
Well,
like perfectly
and I mean,
fine.
like that's like a lot of like my one relative has that issue as he has children and he's afraid to do it because he's afraid that what if my other kidney decides it just wants to fail on me. But the thing is they're not going to take you if you have a kidney that's on the verge of failing. They're not going
Right.
to take you if you're unhealthy. Like we spoke about in the past, John. They'll knock you for a kidney stone.
yeah.
Like, and those aren't a serious health issue, but they're enough to where someone who has kidney disease, it's just going to make more problems for them.
Well, that's what they did for me is the kidney stone
Same
thing.
here.
It's
My
almost-
mom got knocked off because of the kidney stone. My dad was knocked off for high blood pressure. But I've had people message me too and say that they're like they're like keeping their file, but they're not like option number one. So I'm just confused as to who the number one draft pick is if we have all these second round draft picks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Because I haven't heard anything.
It just sucks though, probably knowing like there's a stack of people there that you know what I mean. It's so hard to not get answers that you want right now.
Exactly.
That's what it's got.
Exactly.
Be. Yeah.
And it's like I called there and I had asked them, like where we're at, like how long is this going to take? Because it took 6 months last time for them to give me a call.
Yeah.
Right.
the
So
worst.
if it's another 6 months, they started the process over in November. You know what I mean? So,
Right.
I mean, my husband is 1,000% certain that it's going to happen in like the next like 2 or 3 months. But I am afraid to put a date on it and it not happen on that date,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then be like annoyed.
Right.
I know for 2022 it's got to happen.
I just have a feeling that it's going to happen. I really
This
do.
is my
It's-
year.
yeah.
Yes, I do. I don't have a feeling at all that it's not going to happen.
Right.
Especially with
Oh my
all the
God.
people that, you know what I mean? With all the people that applied for it. There's got to
Oh,
be somebody.
Exactly.
Yeah. There's got to be somebody.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely my year. I don't doubt that for a second.
Right.
It's just a matter of when.
Right.
Elena, how do you I ask you this every time. How do you feel physically? I mean, like right now?
I'm just exhausted. I have to go for blood work now every other week instead of once a month because I'm really anemic, and that kind of comes with kidney disease. So I have to know if I have to get these shots, and usually I get these injections, and they basically just help my anemia not be like so piss poor.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's honestly, most of it is either back pain because I have stones, or I'm just really fatigued.
Yeah.
Now, Lena, okay, I should know this by now. My memory sucks lately. Was it the cancer that caused it was the cancer that caused it? The kidney?
It's the chemo.
The chemo. And you know, people think a lot of the times when you beat cancer that it's just gone and you know what I mean, but it comes with so many other health issues.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I was prepared for life post-cancer.
Right.
I was just ready to get my life back and kind of just go from there.
Yeah.
And that's not what happened. I went back to work for, I think, 6 months, and then I was pulled again.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. No. Robin, anything going on message board wise that we should know, or?
Everyone's in there. Gal and Jerry Del Zappo,
Nice.
of course, are in there.
Are they making fun of me?
That Noelle's going to be late to her
I was
funeral.
just about to say, are they making
Just
fun
like
of me?
you-
Oh, my God.
Well,
Everybody knows my lateness. Elena knows
She's
it.
not wrong.
No, she's not.
yeah.
Elena knows it. Everybody knows it. I wonder if one day I will be on time. That'd be a miracle.
This wasn't bad.
Yeah.
It could have been.
Could have been worse.
It could have been worse.
Could have been
That's how
45
I
minutes.
lived. My whole life has lived that way.
Yeah, it could
It
have
could have been worse. Everything I say could have been worse.
Yeah.
Could have been 45
Yeah,
minutes.
definitely could have been worse.
Right.
Poor doctor's office.
Yeah, yeah, right. But no, that is true, Wade. Yeah. I don't.
Burnett and Kim are in
How
the
much-
message
Oh,
board.
okay.
Hi to them.
How much more worse could it? The other thing left.
We gotta just do it by 15 minutes, you know.
Yeah, we'll go. Yeah, not even day by day. Yeah.
My mom always has to tell me something, like trick me into an hour early. Okay, dinner starts at 4 when it's really at 5.
Yeah.
It still doesn't work, actually. No, it still doesn't work at all.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Now
I just
you know
walked
the
into
trick
Gail's
is coming.
house
Yeah.
for one of Noelle's kids' birthdays, and she's not there yet.
Yep.
And
yeah.
I'm like,
My
she's
life.
not here yet, but it's okay. You could just hang out. And
Yeah.
I'm like, perfect.
When is my life gonna get back to? No, actually, no. It's never been like that. I've always been late. I don't think I've never been early.
That's what happens. I don't know if anyone here. You're late all the time.
I've gotten much better.
Yeah, but Wade. You're all right. I mean, but you're kind.
Wade,
No,
you're all
he
right.
pushes the limit. Like,
My late is like
Yeah.
still here an hour early.
I don't even.
well, yeah. You see, sometimes,
Sometimes.
yeah. You know, it depends what's going on though for you.
I would
You know,
kick the bat on me.
on you.
I would
Okay,
kick the
all right.
bat.
Now for me, I'm always early.
Yes.
If I've been early. I'm always early.
At this point, I can't even blame it on my ADHD. I think that's just me, regardless.
That's just how people are sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know,
Yeah.
Robin, it's you. I mean, you were late for everything.
Yeah.
So our wedding, I stood there like a fool. I stood there like a moron.
It was the limo
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I stood
That's
there with
hilarious.
that dumb, that.
Like, is she coming?
That's what happened. No, that's exactly what happened. Everyone at Mount Carmel there in the church was like,
That's
people were
hilarious.
rumbling, and
I love hearing
Yeah.
stories about church stories with you
Oh.
guys.
And that goofball priest, whatever he wasn't even a priest.
Yeah.
But anyways, he was talking shit. It was so
Oh my
bad. I know he was. He was,
Oh man.
and I couldn't believe it. And then it was bullshit, really.
I love
mean,
her church stories.
Yeah. So Elena, yeah, we just keep on the quest for this donor who's going to be there.
Exactly.
Huge, great hero for everyone.
Yeah.
When he does it or she does it.
Oh, my God. And I hope that they come forward, too, when they are picked, because I want to be able to thank them and, you know, like buy them a present. I will buy them all the presents.
Right.
Me too, with my 25
Yeah.
cents.
Well, Elena, thank you for joining us again and doing it like this on audio and stuff.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it. And hopefully next time we talk, I'll have more information.
Yeah, but we just got to keep talking. And I know even though we miss sometimes a couple weeks, but I promise here we keep on pushing the issue every show.
I appreciate
So,
you guys so much.
thank you, Elena.
Thank you. Love you,
Well,
Noel.
Love you.
Elena.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
I love you.
So that was Elena DiPaolo, who, as you know, needs a kidney, and this is her time.
She's been fighting for actually ever since I was pregnant with Remy. So how old is my kid? Oh, 5. So 5 years.
I gotta say, she's an incredible. I know she. Well, you would know. You're really good friends with her. But I'll tell you, whenever we talk to her, she's so upbeat.
She is. That she's so positive. That's the only time I've really seen her down. Down is when, they broke the news to her.
Yeah.
But other than that, she's way more positive than I am. I'm I don't even know.
Oh, I know. I'm not.
I
Me
get
neither.
the flu and I'm upset. You know.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
You know that feeling, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. She's incredible, though.
Yeah, she's been a fighter.
She really is. Yeah. What
is.
a warrior. D was supposed to be with us, but he didn't. Something must have happened, so we're going to reschedule.
Oh, okay.
So no big deal. I had said earlier, I sent him a message earlier, and he wasn't sure if he'd be, he wasn't sure where he'd be. So I told him, if you're not here by 6, we'll just reschedule.
Right. So was he supposed to come here?
He was going to be virtually.
Oh, okay. So what was the something about?
I think he got, he had actually. Let me tell you what happened to him. I got the message. He had a car. He got damage on 16th Street when they were redoing it, when they were repaving it, like really bad damage, and the city refuses to pay.
Of course.
The city won't make his, make him whole, whatever you want to say. Of course, yeah, we've had these stories.
Yeah.
At least 3 of them now. I mean, I remember when Keith, they really got him. They wouldn't even give him, they took the house from him,
City is horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible. And then they have really good chances to elect in really good people and do good things. And
well, you just have, it's just too much. It's too much. I mean, I didn't even know what to say about the plowing situation. The roads. I mean, they were bad.
Oh, yeah.
But then I think to myself, I don't know what else you're going to get. It's like I worked at a factory one time where they only paid people $14 an hour to start. Or no, take that back, $12.50 an hour to start.
That's
So when you do that, it's a select group that's coming in, and that's kind of like you get what you pay for.
Exactly. Well, even I see people too, there's always those people. Well, it's still a job. Blah, blah, blah. It's like, okay, so what? Who the hell wants to bust their ass for that? Especially when everything nowadays is expensive.
And then you need a second job. I'm sure you're not going to be able to just go with one.
Yeah, and then you have kids. You don't get to be with your kids at all. It's ridiculous. Then people on some people who need assistance.
Yeah, I'm tired. Yeah. Anything else, Robin, that we should be... you interrupt me if anything goes on, okay, over there?
I will.
Don't you worry.
We got some good stories to go over today. I mean, I got the one here. We got the action one. We were talking about before you came in, but I was waiting for you. But I got this other one I got to talk about. Now, I got to see. I mean, Wade, what do you think? It's 20 after 6. Do I go into anything, or do we take a break? Why don't we take a quick break? Yeah, and pay the bills. And then we'll be back because we got a bunch to do. All right, we'll be back in a moment. All right, we're back. Citizens United. I'm John, and I'm here with my friend and guest co-host, Noelle. Hey, Noelle.
Hi.
You know, you're free to come in anytime you want.
Yes.
With no schedule. You just walk in. Anytime,
really.
either. You know, no, it doesn't matter.
Anytime.
Yeah, anytime, really. It does not matter. But, you know, there was something, I don't know if you might not have followed this, because really it's a weird story that I kept on ignoring. There's been 3 letters written, right?
Yeah.
By allegedly a Democrat from City Hall, some conservative that lives around in DeVoe, and now this letter that was written by, I think, a Republican. And it's all about the city clerk in Niagara Falls. She's in City Hall. Her name is Kathleen Ligamari.
Something with Kathy's.
And
Something with them.
and there's a call to action. I got this from my. Actually, you know who got this mailed to them was Chris DiCarlo.
Yeah.
From Falls Count Anywhere. So and I also got it sent to me another way, but Chris brought this over to me earlier, and look at the name on the bottom. I don't know what that is. It could be anything. Look at that. That's nonsense.
It's like Angelo something.
Something, yeah. Who would know? That could be an A, that could be a C. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, that's...
They did that on purpose.
Yeah, they did.
That makes
is that even a real name?
Who knows?
Is that even the real person's name?
I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah, I can't imagine that being the real person's name.
Yeah, that's not an adult signature.
No.
No, that's just that was just done obviously so we could. It looks like it's signed.
Yeah.
There's no way. Someone said Cerrito, and then I'm looking at it. Can't be. There's 2 T's. That could be an M. That could be
That's
be
like
anything.
an L mixed with a T.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell it is.
Yeah.
Well, here's the letter, and I'm going to read it. Quickly, I'll read it. Call to action. Dear voters, I'm writing for a call to action regarding the corruption in the Niagara Falls City Clerk's office. Mr. John Spanbauer ran in 2019 promising to regaining the respect of the citizens we are elected to represent. It was a quote from him. Along with reducing the personnel and benefits associated with the city's workforce. He was just elected as the chair of the city council, and not one thing has been said or done about cleaning up the corruption in the city clerk's office. Democrats have been circulating an article about city clerk Kathleen Ligamari filing fraudulent documents with both the Niagara County Board of Elections and the New York State Board of Elections. She also filed false information in the Niagara County Clerk's office regarding a real estate transaction. Please call Councilman Spanbauer, and the numbers are there, and demand he do what he said he would to clean up the city clerk's office. This information has been circulated throughout our city for 4 months. Mayor Restaino winks and nods at the corruption that is deeply rooted in his Niagara Falls Democrat Party. Mr. Spanbauer, as council chair, must be the check and balance when it comes to corruption, waste, fraud, and abuse. He promised the Republicans and conservatives in 2019 he would work to regain the respect of us citizens. This is textbook example of disrespect to voters, taxpayers, and every average citizen, and Mr. Spanbauer must bring this issue to the forefront. If he doesn't, we have been duped by the Republican leader, Mr. Bill Carroll, and the entire slate of Republicans that were elected to be a check and balance on waste, fraud, and abuse. This guy is delusional. Do you want to talk about delusional? Yeah. This is a delusion. This
waste,
is outrageous.
fraud, and abuse. That's that's the whole entire.
It's the whole thing.
The whole city. I mean, that's nothing new though either.
And then it says, please call Mr. Spanbauer. First off, you know why he's foolish? The Republicans and Democrats are the same. There's nothing different about them at all.
Right.
Like, there's nothing. What, are you kidding me? The Republicans are going to come in and do anything?
Right.
We just had Republicans on there and they did nothing.
Yeah, nobody's going to do anything.
No, they're not stopping anything.
No.
Don't worry about what Mayor Restaino winks and nods. So what?
Right.
At this point,
So does everyone else.
Right,
Yeah.
so does everyone else.
Everybody.
I'm not sticking up for him, but really, what am I supposed to, what do you want?
We've been like
You can go to hell,
preaching
they can
this.
nod, but
Yeah. Bill Carroll, as we all remember him, the Republican chairman of Niagara Falls,
Sir Vernon.
he should be removed. I mean, I said that
he
before.
should've been removed a long
Yeah,
time
he should have been
ago. Well,
removed.
first of all, he shouldn't have ever become what he
Right.
is.
Yeah.
Given that he's a thief.
Yeah, right. Right. And then you figure, after all that went on in the summer, him and Danielle De Palma should have been removed. I mean, if those parties had any integrity, whatever you want to say, they would have been removed.
Oh,
Yeah.
Because it's outrageous.
It's amazing the things that they're allowed to get away with.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And then you add in that nonsensical newspaper, the Gazette,
Yeah.
and Jenko, and you just got a big clown show. And that's why I feel bad. I don't think whoever signed this, I've been looking for them and I couldn't find them.
Yeah, it's not real.
Now I did send this to. Well, no. I asked for a comment from Bax, Miles, and Zajac, the 3 new people. Miles said nothing. Zajac said nothing. Bax did write me back and say I did not receive a letter calling for the removal of Kathleen Ligamari, the city clerk, and I sent her the letter so she could see it, and no reply. So, no reply at all. I don't think any of them will be looking to do anything about this. No. Because this, I said this before, Noel, there is a constitution they call it the charter, city charter. It's like our constitution of the city. It gives you all the rules. And, there was a rule about living in the city. You had to live in the city if you worked for the city.
Yeah, that's...
And it's just not, that's a simple one, though, because that one is not ever enforced.
Right, never.
So when the city administrator right now lives in town of Niagara, and...
Oh, wow, so does the judge.
Right, and it's okay... And the reasoning that I get from some counsel that I'll leave nameless is that it's not worth the fight.
Right.
Well, they're not. Then forget it then.
Right.
The hell with this. This is bullshit. They're not going to. You think they care about this?
It's funny who gets to follow rules and who doesn't.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah. They don't care about that. I don't see how they would care.
They're going to get pissed though if I run for something in Niagara Falls living in Lockport.
Well, you might as well. You can.
I should run for something.
Yeah.
What was that guy's name?
Oh, what was his damn name? Oh, I can't remember it. I know, because you could run. You could do whatever you want.
I'm gonna have Zoe run for city council.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a definite. He needs to run for city council because, I mean, listen to this. I mean, there's no doubt. The city, when the city clerk was hired by this mayor, it was a big controversy because she's a libertarian party. And he got rid of, I think, the one-time Niagara Falls chairman of the Democratic Party. He removed her and put this lady in. And here we go. We got all these issues. There's supposedly some HEAP issues where she filed some false HEAP claim.
There's, proof of it, too, right?
I think.
There is, yeah. Nobody would say it if there wasn't at some point, yeah.
And I don't know what you're expecting to get. Mr. Spanbauer's not going to deal with this.
No.
He won't. He won't deal with
They won't even
this.
deal with bigger things.
Yeah, right. No, he's not dealing with this. There's no chance. Because he's only there to be a what do you call it? A financial hawk. He's only there to watch, but it ain't working. But he's there for that, for budgetary stuff.
Yeah.
That's what they tell you. If you go to them and say, hey, this is happening in the city, and it's pretty, and they'll say, well, it's not me. I do the budget. That's all I do.
City council?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love it. You know who my favorite is? Ken Tompkins. When anybody says anything, you raise your voice a little bit, speak up a little bit. You're not as he flips out. He flips out.
And he's trying to, and all of it was to protect the mayor.
Yeah.
Because none of it was even directed at him.
No, he's a ass kisser.
Yeah,
He's
what?
ass kisser and Walter. They're ass kissers.
Walter. And then this for I don't know. The Councilman Spanbauer. I don't know what to say. I mean, it's kind of. I think it's kind of like there's nothing to say. No. You know what I mean? It's just a blank.
You might as well be a cardboard cutout.
I think so. Because no one's going to respond to this letter. There's 3 letters have gone out. Someone spent $3,500 on the first one.
I was going to say, that's expensive. It's got to be somebody with money.
Yeah, because look, they sent it for no reason out of nowhere to Chris DiCarlo, the guy who's on the wrestling show, one of the hosts.
Guys, they have it.
Yeah, he sent it to him. Now the funny thing is too, which is we got to get out of this in the city, and I guess we won't. If you really believe. Think what you want nationally. I don't care. National politics. In the city, there's no difference between Democrats and Republicans. There never has been. There never will be.
They're both as bad.
They are. And your mayor is a Democrat who doesn't even like
Yeah.
He's supported by Republicans more than Democrats.
Yeah. I've never in my life paid attention to this stuff or politics. And I'm telling you, I am urging as much. Actually, I don't even know if it's worth it, but I'm urging people to just look at this. It's almost like a joke. It's unbelievable. It's not believable. It's disgusting.
And that
There's no opposition
No, there's no opposition at all. It's just a big, because even if you want to call yourself, even if you want to call yourself conservative, or you want to call yourself libertarian, it doesn't really matter.
Working parties, we don't have libertarian anymore.
No, they're gone, right? Yeah. So conservative and working families, they're just who they are. I mean, one's a Republican kind of way, and the other one's a Democrat. That's all.
A lot of them have criminal records too.
Yes,
a lot
which is
of them.
Unbelievable. Oh my
Yeah.
God, they do. Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
it's almost like if you have a criminal record or anything, you can run.
and this is why this city is like the city always turns away from the bigger things.
Yeah.
You know, the biggest of them all is D'Angelo.
He
and
didn't
what's
even apply,
happening.
did he? He didn't even apply for Department of Social Services.
Oh, they just brought him
They
in.
did for a favor, yeah. They gave him it as a favor, and there's actually paperwork to prove it. So because he helped, I don't know who he helped for the Niagara Reporter. Everybody goes to him for free press. So it was
yeah.
like a favor
in
return. Yeah.
In return.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how I mean, it's disgusting. I don't know.
Yeah, they knew all the whole time what he was doing too. They knew what he was doing.
They had to. You know what I mean? They knew. Yeah. I mean, they. I can't imagine that like he could do all these things and the people around him. You know what I mean?
Well, they said I was the final straw. That's why when I came out, I was the final straw. They knew that I went public, so then that's it. They pretended to fire him.
Right. Yeah.
They're all involved with each other. Every single one of these people. They're so guilty.
And it goes not just to Niagara Falls. Go up to Lockport. Him and Mayor Roman. Yeah. They're together. We've seen it twice.
Yep.
I believe she was at that one fundraiser on the Pine Avenue for Fossil for the. I believe she was there. I can't confirm or deny, but we really thought it was.
She ran very quick.
She ran. If whoever that was ran, yeah. And so he's all over the place. And so this letter, I guess the reason why I'm bringing it up is, yes, it's corruption. Sure, it definitely is. But I don't know why anyone would suspect that any of these councilmen will move.
Right.
You know what I mean? What's going to budge? That's going to budge them?
Nothing's going to budge.
Nothing. There's no, I don't know. What budges them is when they want to give a citation of thank you for being such a great, citizen to the little bakery.
Yeah.
That budges them. Then they jump in and hand that out.
See, Nick was praising him on the action page, too, again. He's always a hero.
And the only way they get out of office is if they go against their own.
Yeah, that would be it. The only way they get out, Wade said, is if they go against their own. And yeah, no, you're right. I mean, it's disgusting. This letter, I appreciate the letter. Like, you know what I mean? I kind of, like, you know, I think these people are waking up, maybe? I don't know. It's just, I think, like, when I'm reading it, and there's part of it that says, we've been duped.
Duped.
You've been duped, all right.
Yeah.
I mean, you've been duped for decades.
I'm sorry. It was just a funny
it just
word.
didn't happen now. That's what's outrageous, to tell me you just been tricked.
Yeah.
What? You were tricked in 2019 when you elected the mayor. You did.
Yeah.
You guys were tricked. Everyone's been. This is so
yeah.
stupid. I've been tricked. Been duped. You've been duped, all right. All right. You know. I
You've been
mean,
duped,
I don't
all
know, man.
It's going to be my new favorite word. I'm going to start using
Duped.
it.
Yeah. All right. I want to get into something here. This is the most important part because the guy's well, let me ask you first. The Niagara Action page, who is it?
Nick D'Angelo. I even spoke to Samar Hamilton. He
Okay.
answered it for me.
Did he?
Yeah, he sold it to him. Or no. Yes. I guess Nick paid a good price. He said it was, once in a lifetime opportunity. I heard, he didn't confirm it, that Nick paid $10,000. Well, I mean, for it, he really wanted to take that page over, so
I'm an
nobody.
administrator for the real Lockportians.
Yeah. $100,000.
Thousands of dollars.
Can you imagine?
To take over a page, but so he said, he was on. I'm surprised. He actually replied back to me publicly, and he said, I'm not going to lie, this is. Yes, I did. It was a once in a lifetime opportunity, something like that. I mean, $10,000 a lot for a page, but and he was like, "Yeah, that's who runs it, 100%."
I'm absolutely just
And,
floored by the amount of money for this.
Yeah, and then they're worried
For a
about the
Facebook
lawsuit.
page?
Yeah, Facebook, and the Action 716.
Now that's him too, or is it?
Yeah. Yep. And mention his name on any of it. Oh, you're blocked immediately.
Well, then we must got booted out right about now off their page. I think we share there.
Oh, I've been blocked. Yeah, I've been. Well, not. I can still see it. I'm just not allowed to comment.
Right.
And my friend showed me the other day. It says he replied to somebody saying, "We don't censor comments." Here, I've been censored for a long time.
Yeah. Well, I just so. All right, so we know now. We can. You confidently will say that's the end. That's the end. Okay. Bring up the letter. Look at this nonsense.
Yeah.
I'll read it. I'll read this garbage. It says, do you have an ex-Valentine? Now, remember where this is coming from, everyone.
Right.
Just think about who put this out here. Right. Do you have an ex-Valentine and know they have outstanding warrants? Give local law enforcement a call with their location and they'll take care of the rest. The Valentine's Day special starts off with a set of limited edition platinum bracelet cuffs, free transportation and chauffeur, a one-night minimum stay in luxurious accommodations, and professional glamour shots that will be posted online for all to enjoy.
Oh, he's going to love it there.
The special is capped off with a gourmet Valentine's Day dinner. We know the special is so incredible that you may be tempted to provide additional referrals even if there isn't an active warrant. We don't blame you. If you remember a crime your former Valentine has committed, make the call and law enforcement will deliver a night they'll never forget. Oh, this is a sick thing I'm reading here. I'm actually going to vomit. Yeah. Operators are standing by all week.
Like, he's not about to be in jail soon. Like, he's not, that's not about to be his future.
Yeah. But he's never had cuffs on either. That's what's outrageous.
No, yeah, that's the part he should be in there right now. That's what bothers me. He's so confident to write that. So he's writing that like he's
It's not funny, by the way, either. It's really dumb
it
on
is.
all
It's
levels.
Like, why is he so confident to write that? Like, you're not facing prison time for
being a serial rapist.
A rapist. And you know what? I had you guys know I had another victim come to me. How many days ago? Like a few days ago.
2 days ago, yeah.
Yeah, another client, everything, and within this past month, I think like four or five people within the past month. So altogether, if I'm counting right, that would be about 44 victims. 44 people
affected by him in one way or another.
Yeah.
I mean,
and that's just the people who were directly affected.
Oh, yeah, right.
Let alone the people those people affected by what he did.
Thousands of people.
And the people that didn't come forward yet.
That too.
People who have not come forward yet. I heard there was a whole group of NU students too. He did that too.
But think about it. Every one of those victims has people who care about them.
You've heard everybody.
Children, their parents.
I wonder how long he's been a lawyer. You know, I don't know how many years.
Since 2018.
Since 2018, and the reasoning he said wasn't it because of what happened to him in the school?
Yep. He said he never wanted to have to go through that again.
Wow.
He wanted to be able to do that again and hope to God that nobody came forward.
But this is disgusting. This letter's unbelievable. When you really think about what you're reading,
sick.
It's kind of, this is like something, I don't know, man. There's something really disgusting about it that I mean, he's talking about, we know, I mean, this is sick. Valentine, wasn't he trying to go somewhere for Valentine's Day or something?
Last year he left to go. Wonder if he's going to Arizona again this year.
I'm sure he will if he wants.
I hope he does, so he gets, I really hope he does.
Yeah. Give local law enforcement a call. Why would he? Local law enforcement should be watching him.
Everybody should be calling that number for him.
Yeah, I know.
He should be arrested already for what he did after the charges, getting the police called on him by a victim because he was outside harassing and threatening. And a police report was made. Nothing was done.
It's we don't understand.
No.
None of us can understand. And I talked to, I had a lady on the other day, and I'm so bad with names. Robin, remember I interviewed her from home?
There's so many people.
And I tape recorded it. She was,
from New York City?
She was at the Incest Now. She has the one website about Incest, then she had the other one. Ywca, yes. Thank you. I told her this story, and I should read what she said. Absolutely disgusting. What is going on? She was like,
and that's only
speechless on Messenger.
And that's only the stuff that, obviously we know so much more than what people know. What I was reading too when I was looking over the transcripts, right? This is what pisses me off. he's now using a kid saying it's his son. You know, Brian Mulver's like, oh, you know, he has a son. That's number one. I'm going to say straight up. It's not his biological son. But now you're using that as an excuse. I remember specifically when I was there in the office one day, him basically saying, just talking, not you know, like didn't matter about the kid. Like it was basically just a picture.
Right.
And
so what is this kid? Who is he?
His ex's child, and I don't think she's even too happy right now.
Oh, so he's like, he became friendly with the child, I guess?
Yeah, like I guess when he was dating her. I also heard, not from her, rumor, that he threatened the girl if she came forward and spoke to me that he would make sure she loses custody of or get her kid taken away.
Right.
That's how sick he is. He threatens people for their children, who, of course, people are going to back off.
Of course. And that's what we talked about this earlier the other day. I mean, geez, of course, that's what happens, right? I mean, all of it, when you think about all the things we talk about here, you know, with like him and the coercion with just because he's a lawyer and you're going to him at a desperate time.
Yeah, exactly.
You're never going to lawyers in a good time. It's always the worst, probably one of the worst moments of your life usually when you're going there.
You need the help, especially after you've already like paid them, and
yes,
you know, it's sickening.
And so then we've talked about child, you know, pedophiles and stuff. Mm-hmm. They do the same thing. It's all about coercion, right? I mean, it's nonstop. And like we know a guy who rapes a girl who was 10 years old, friends of his daughter. And the thing is
that Steve Pigeon?
No. This is someone else.
Sad, another one.
And he, what I'm saying is though, I'm sure the coercion is because that girl at 10 is friends, you know, her friend. Yeah. So, and you know how important it is for a young kid. Their friends are the most important thing. Yeah. And the guy coerces, you know, the coercion. Yeah. And you know what's sick about that? That son of a, he still walks around, you know.
Yeah. It's like a...
He won't for long.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Well, everyone's going to know his name shortly. But, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's just, it's disgusting. Yeah. So, it's failure. Failure of, no, what do we say? The system works right.
Right, that's what
for them, right?
They want it to be that way. And what pisses me off the most is the people who are just like, God, what is it? You know, innocent until proven guilty. Oh, this is, like, you are so quick to jump to the side of the predator. You know what I mean? If it's innocent until proven guilty and you're doubting the, you know, person who's been affected trying to come forward, why aren't you given, you know, the same thoughts and feelings towards that person?
No chance.
No.
It's unbelievable.
If the person was convicted of it before.
Right, there's a track record.
And you know what's the best part too is he is going to get a fair trial.
He'll be fair.
Yeah, but in the meantime, why... nobody gets charged or indicted without proof and evidence.
Yeah, they're not doing it.
No, they don't. I mean, the DA even said it right then and there in the transcripts. The evidence on our side is extremely disturbing.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the reason that I was reading, you know, you go on those Niagara County mugshot thing, and I saw a guy, it just said criminal possession, $8,000 bail. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. You know, and that guy just... I'm still stunned that he walked away. I just can't believe it. I can't believe he's still walking. All of this is... Yeah. And if the city council, the mayor, and everybody else doesn't realize that this is the biggest threat
they're so to the residents. Quiet about it.
Yeah. And he's a threat.
There's a reason, but he is a threat.
Yeah.
People who can not afford bail, they get high bails. And isn't it crazy, like with D'Angelo, there is no bail.
Yeah.
Right. The people who can afford it.
Yeah. Yeah, the people that can't, like Wade's saying, if you'd miss, the people that can't afford it get the bail put on them. Yeah. You know, and then the people like D'Angelo get nothing.
And not only that, but there's, you know, the other lawyers got caught red-handed. Balkan got caught by the state police lying for him, caught red-handed.
And that should be
right then and
something.
There. Yeah, Faso got caught red-handed. I mean, these people should all, I mean, I think they are, but it's...
You know, I think it's the biggest issue... safety-wise, the city has right now.
It opens up a great issue a great point. She says Judge Clark is the reason D'Angelo didn't have bail, and she's absolutely right. And people need to say that and recognize it and realize that the people that are put in the system to make it work are just as crooked as the people they're trying.
Yeah.
Well,
You just allowed more victims to happen. You just allowed more kids and people to just get abused and raped. That's
and every time a lawyer, a police officer, anything, they rally around them so much that anything could happen. You never know what could happen. We see it up in Lockport with that Troy Hodge thing. They just gave the woman who put her foot on his neck a job in the Niagara County Sheriff's Department.
Yeah, that's disgusting. What was it, Phil Sutton?
Yeah, him. Yes. And I'm just saying, like, they do whatever it takes.
There couldn't have been anybody else.
Right,
you know what I mean?
There's
anybody else.
There's tons of people waiting on those lists. And you choose that because they rally, man. They really do. Yeah. And it's kind of sickening. But I'm just saying, you know, these elected officials, county legislators here in Niagara Falls that represent us, the council, the mayor himself. This is I'm going to keep saying it. It's our biggest. He is a community. He's a danger, and you got to stop it. And no one cares enough to even speak.
And you warned
about
people too, didn't you?
We all did. Yeah,
yeah.
We warned them.
We've been warning I mean, even before I've met you guys, you've been warning people. Ever since I met you guys, we've been warning people. And then what happens afterwards? They complain.
Yeah, and we got sued. We got everything with that with him, and I just
critics.
Yeah, online critics.
Online critics.
I just know that I guess I'm kind of just so disgusted because I look at some of the, you know, let's go to like some of the other people. You got level 3 sex offenders and stuff, right? They're just walking around. They're just not even. There comes a point where they just stop even monitoring them.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, they just
and they just stop, and it's ridiculous. And him now, he's going to be on a registry.
Yeah.
Soon here, he should be on right now.
Yeah, I mean, he has a mugshot.
Right.
So, I mean, you get indicted, and on those shows, you get a mugshot done, but then you get released and allowed to just go back to normal life. We know that there's been more victims, and that's just like Nick D'Angelo. I mean, we know how many other people there are that we haven't mentioned yet.
Yeah.
Right.
Who are like known people.
Right.
You know, they have they work for the city. There's podcasts. There's a ton of things, and they're just city council
sitting right in City Hall. Yeah, no doubt. No, it's and that's why they rally, and that's why you hear the people say what you were saying earlier about innocent till proven guilty. Yeah. Oh, teachers, God,
teachers. Yeah, I know a few police officers too as well who, you know, don't their wives give a crap? By the way,
that's a good question.
I mean, their husbands and wives, like,
how do they? Yeah.
Somebody says something. It's like
they're usually enablers, as far as I can see.
Yeah. Somebody messaged me the other day. I think I did a podcast with her one time before, and she said to me, "Just remember, anybody who does not speak out against this and try to say something is just as guilty."
Yep.
Anybody who keeps quiet about this and could defend that or just sits there quiet and lets it go is just as guilty.
Yeah,
they are.
It's true, and I've been saying that. Like, even, I hate to say it, but even people that I'm friends with on my Facebook page, I thought were friends in general. You know, to me, even some, I'm not going to really mention it too much, but even some family members, like distant. To me, it's like, wow, damn. You know, you're not going to say a word. You're just going to sit there and watch it.
Right.
You're going to go in my inbox, like, you know what I mean, and say, oh, everything okay? No.
Right.
No, say that shit publicly.
Uncovering
it's
this.
Rape.
Yeah, and uncovering this stuff is, you almost, even for us, with what we're doing, you get to then be looked at as kind of wacko. Like you're crazy.
Yeah. I see my mom and dad's friends all the time on their pages, like, you know, especially my dad, like, people have been like, oh, Mr. D, you're my favorite teacher. You need anything, anytime, let me know. Where the hell are they?
Right.
Yeah.
Where the hell are they?
There needs to be a, I don't know. I'm hoping there's so much awareness happening these days, more than ever probably in that we've ever seen.
Yeah.
From coast to coast, you know, from the west to east.
Well, you got people reaching out to you from everywhere.
We have something cool going to be happening soon. Yeah. The guy from Vancouver, John Anderson, he's doing a really cool documentary about awareness, and it's going to be good.
I like
It's gonna
him.
be
I like
real
that
good.
he came, like, as a male. You know what I mean? That takes a lot
Yes.
to speak out.
He's going to be coming on here soon again because I want him to. We're going to help him with the documentary too. I'm looking forward to it. That's what I mean. I mean, we've got people there. It's all around. I mean, in the CPS stuff, we got that too. I mean,
There's sex trafficking. You know, when I saw my doctor, not just today, but the other day, and I spoke to her about this, and I said something about there's sex trafficking in CPS, and she knew about it.
wow.
And she's not from here. She's like from a different city or something. She goes, oh yeah. She goes, I know all about that. She goes, it's disgusting.
Wow.
So there's sex trafficking going on right now in CPS.
You know what's crazy is sometimes I hear, like, we'll get some information, like, you know, some of the, like, what was her name? I'm bad with names. Kirkpatrick?
Oh, yeah, Sarah Kirkpatrick.
Yeah. She's all the way up in Washington State or something. It's the same stories you hear here. Like, it's identical. It's going on in every county of this nation, really, everywhere. And Canada, provinces, it just doesn't stop.
And even though like stuff is it bothers us and it's annoying about like the plows and stuff, people are complaining about the plows, which it is. It's ridiculous. But then you'd think like, damn, like is these people that are going around raping others and corruption stuff, that's just
Right.
Well, this friggin' letter here about what do you call it? The city clerk. Great. Yeah. I'm for it. Why not a letter about D'Angelo?
Yeah.
Why not? Why not? I'll tell you what, he's a bigger threat than her.
Yeah.
And I don't see anything. All I see is you, and then you.
Yeah.
And then everyone else is just kind of
and you guys
waffling, just whatever. And
it's like they're just watching to see what happens.
Yeah. And we see what happens when you just watch Belter. He gets to go home.
That poor girl. I remember afterwards her saying that if I knew that this was going to be the outcome, I would have spoke soon. I would have went public with it.
Yeah.
I mean, she threw up in the bathroom. That's sickening.
Well, all those assholes that were trying to tell you to keep quiet.
Yeah. Oh my God, everybody.
And I'm sure she was told to keep quiet. She had to have been. I'm sure that was what the advice was.
Oh yeah, everyone. Quiet. Oh, keep quiet and this and that. I had so many online lawyers. They think they're lawyers. Oh, you can't say that. You'll get sued. Okay. And I haven't got sued.
Yeah, no. If you would have kept quiet, we've said this before in here, if you would have kept quiet, this whole thing, I'm going to bet there'd have been, there'd been nothing.
No,
I think there'd be nothing if it wasn't for what you've done. Because what would they do?
Right.
Why would there have been anything? It would have been just easy because a lot of the women affected, the one was a young girl, right? The young one, the 16-year-old, whatever, the minor.
Yeah.
I mean, what are you going to do with that?
They call her a prostitute.
Yeah.
They call this a minor who's already in like a CPS thing a prostitute. A minor can't even consent to sex, let alone be that's sex trafficking.
Right.
That's considered sex trafficking, yeah.
And you figure they would have just been able to, if you don't talk, they'd have been able to just run her over. I mean, what was she going to do?
They actually, I heard she already did a police report before any of us did. I heard she went to the police and then it was swept right under the rug. A few people did.
Disgusting.
Yeah, so at the sheriff's office, I'm not surprised there. The city police,
No, and I have yet to hear from our new district attorney. He's very quiet.
Yeah.
Really quiet. I mean, I don't even know he exists. And
who was it that I spoke to? You got, you know about this? Rob Ort.
Okay.
There's nothing they can do.
There's nothing they can do.
It's an ongoing. I said, well, is there any like laws you can get going about like at least judges who are breaking the law or, involved in investigations, rape case, anything?
Right, anything.
It's an ongoing investigation.
Yeah, they loved it. That, you know what?
That's their favorite excuse.
People love to say that because that's such an out. You know what I mean? That's like, don't bother me. I mean, what's going to happen when the investigation's over and then what are you going to do?
God forbid anybody does something good.
You'll do nothing. They'll do nothing. And they will continue. Because like I said, they won't even step up for simple things like the city clerk.
No, they won't.
I mean, that's easy.
Yeah.
But when you have a guy who's well known too, obviously they had him for every political campaign. North Tonawanda was paying him $2,000, right, for and all that. So it isn't like he's not known, well known in that circle.
Yeah.
And it's just insane. I mean, it's an easy one. Why wouldn't you just cut away from him? Why would you want to ever? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if there'd come a point where you'd be like, oh man, you're just too much trouble. get away from or whatever. No. He keeps. How does he go into? I've said this to you before. It's like I'm like a broken record with it. I can't imagine him going into court. That's insane.
Oh, he like I said, he goes into court.
Working,
he acts like not only that, but like for his court dates for the rape charges, he was bragging about his brand new cars. Bragging about his cars. Not only that, but I was told by somebody, not the victim. I haven't spoken to her about it. I'm sure it's true because this person is a reliable source. That in the courtroom, he had to get walked out and removed by one of the officers for going after the victim in court.
Jeez.
Being an asshole, taking the seat and then yelling at her, and I guess they had to remove him, and then I guess when they brought him back in, he did the same exact thing, started his shit again. What happened there? Why, if that happened?
Yeah, why?
If you have there's a restraining order, you're not allowed to talk to the victim.
Right.
Who the hell? This is unbelievable. I tell you, everyone.
Clocked of shit there.
Everyone out of the city, you talk about this to, they're just.
Yeah.
They're absolutely. They don't even believe me. I don't think.
No, I think they're just.
They think I'm lying because this is craziness.
Yeah, they're just waiting for. Then you show them all the proof too. It's almost like there's a proof.
How? I mean, I'm just disgusted. I don't even have to say it because we know why. If he's so bold as to write that nonsense he wrote, trying to be funny about Valentine's Day in handcuffs.
Yeah.
He don't give a damn. He's all over. We're finding fake profiles everywhere.
He's on Grind. He's probably on Grindr. Gonna have a nice Valentine's Day with quite a few people. Grindr.
Outrageous. This guy. Yeah. I don't know, Robin. I knew this show was gonna go fast.
Yeah.
There's no way it was gonna go
it is.
fast.
Well, damn.
Yeah, we're all done. We're almost done here. Noelle, as usual, you are constantly welcome. Anytime. You know that.
I love being here.
Any Monday, and there's no pressure. Just show up.
Yeah.
If you don't show up, you don't show up. You show up, you do. I'm serious. Just come on in.
Do a pop up one day without telling you guys.
That'll be fine because soon I had that lady who's running for Congress in Virginia.
Yeah.
She was on. Well, she's coming back on because something happened to her. And the media, I'm talking like New York Times, LA Times, New York Post, all over the country, misrepresented her. And it was really kind of messed up. So she's going to be coming on here to try to set the record straight. So that will be interesting. Good. And it's a hell of a story what happened. She went down to the Rio Grande in Texas, and all hell broke loose.
Wow.
And it's going to be, and after talking to her the other day on the phone, the story was, it sounds like it was fabricated. And we're not shocked. They fabricate stuff here.
Oh, yeah.
In Niagara, right here.
Yeah. And, oh, my God.
The Gazette.
The Gazette. That's the thing, too, with the Gazette. I have to mention that. The Gazette's the one, too, who wrote, the Buffalo News and the Gazette called that minor an underage prostitute. That wasn't,
Makes no sense.
The DA has just called it a troubled teen. A troubled teen, There never was she called an underage prostitute until the papers came out with it and all that.
It makes no sense.
The papers, our own papers, you're making it seem like you're making a child seem like it's her fault, like she's being promiscuous. Like,
right.
Even if, just say she was being promiscuous,
it don't matter.
Minor. She's a minor.
Yeah.
He's a lawyer.
And I don't give a damn.
Our papers suck.
Yeah.
They suck.
One thing that people got to remember, and it's an easy one, teaching the little kids, like, keep your hands to yourself.
Yeah.
What's the other, no means no.
Yeah.
I mean, these are simple things.
I'm teaching my kids that at a young age. They bully each other or something like that. Wants to stop, whatever. I tell them, I'm like, what does that mean? No means no. Stop means stop. That's it.
That's it.
You get hit back.
Right.
You can't say. I mean, somebody tells you no, whatever, but
keep your hands to yourself.
It's really not that hard.
I mean, I understand defending yourself, but keep your hands to yourself at all times, and everything will be good.
Right. Defending is absolutely.
They can't do it.
No.
They can't keep their hands to themselves. So, all right. I need to wrap this up here. Why don't we do? I'll read my numbers and then we'll have final thoughts and we'll get out of here. The YWCA 433-6714 in Niagara County. They're in every county in the country. So if you need help, they're there. If you've been sexually abused, you've been raped, you're currently being sexually abused, please give them a call. There are counselors standing by that will counsel you from home. Like, you can stay, they call you up and they'll do it. I've witnessed it, and they're really good. It's free of charge. And they'll talk to you, and they They're incredible. I watched it at work. I've also watched at work The Advocates. When Robin went to the police station, the advocate went with her, and it was really good. We needed her. She was great. She was there to make sure nothing happened.
Yeah.
So the advocates will go with you to the police station. They'll go with you to the hospital. Wherever you need them, they'll go. And if you're the loved one of someone who's been raped or hurt in that way, even if it was 40 years ago, I don't care, and you don't understand the situation, why does it take so long for you to come and say anything, go ask them. They'll tell you. They'll tell you why it takes a while before people are going to speak. Yeah. Because it's not anything you're not... Who wants to speak about that?
I hate them.
It's outrageous, but I hear that crap way too much.
Oh, yeah.
And I hate it. It's the thing I hate the most.
It really is, yeah.
Why didn't you say anything? What the hell? I'll say it when I'm ready.
Most of them did say something.
At some point, yeah. But... when you're asking someone to come public like that, right. I mean, it's, come on.
But then you do
have some respect.
As a child, sometimes you don't even realize.
Right. And from what I understand from talking to them, you bury it.
Right.
Why wouldn't you?
And then you do come forward, and then they tell you to shut up. Right. Like, holy crap.
No, it doesn't work. So then mental health. 1-800-662-4357. That's the number to call for anxieties, depression, suicidal thoughts, anything like that. If you don't want to get up out of bed, you're just sick of it. That's the number to call. Don't do anything that you would regret. Call that number, and they'll help you. There'll be someone there to talk to you, and they'll get you in touch with someone, in your community. Noelle, last thoughts before we close.
God, I got so many.
Go ahead.
I'll sum it up. Well, again, thank you guys for having me on. Like, you guys are, like I said, the only podcast who actually gets everything out there, tells the truth, and that's why you guys are the most viewed podcast.
Thank you.
And if anybody, like I said before, if you've been, taken advantage of, raped, coerced by Nick D'Angelo, the attorney, you guys can come forward. You guys can message me. You guys can even message,
Oh, definitely.
John, Robin, Wade, and nobody's gonna say anything your name, but I'd like to give you guys the numbers and the names of the people that you can go to. Like I said, it's not your fault if there's, pictures or whatever. There's nothing wrong with that. So other than that, everybody can, also spread the word and about the Niagara Action page and who runs it, and stop supporting it.
Stop sharing it. Stop.
It's not a secret by now.
Yeah.
It's not a secret by now.
Stop using it as some kind of source of anything.
Yeah, like
it's garbage.
What are they afraid of? Like, oh my God, I'm not going to be able to see the news that they aren't really putting out, or that a serial rapist
wants to tell us because he wants to look as though he keeps on putting stuff out there about missing.
Yeah, like That's another thing I want to say really quick.
Go ahead.
Missing children. That's okay. You have a serial rapist on 12 rape charges, including a minor who's. At one point, I think he did. A kid went missing and found at his house. That's what I was told. But I understand missing children. That's very important to post. But you got to understand that's coming from a serial rapist who, a lot of the time, it's been really weird. Okay, that's scary. That's a scary thing right there. And I'm not the only one who thinks that. Law enforcement has said something too. It's not right. So you guys got to watch out for that. Make sure you guys call that out. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
He shouldn't even be allowed. He shouldn't even be allowed to be near that own little boy of his. But yeah, just make sure you guys spread awareness about this.
Well, I'm going to wrap it up here for Robin, for Wade, for myself, for Noelle, who can be here anytime she wants. You know that.
Yeah.
You're my co-host. You just come in when you like. Yeah, anytime. You know what? Just remember Friday. Goal getters with me and Julio. Show's been going great and really good. And then Saturday we'll be back with the wrestling show, Falls Count Anywhere. All kinds of great, they got incredible guests from all over the world coming on. And check out our store. Also, we have many cards for sale. You got to see they're going fast. Joe Burrow cards are. Because he's in the Super Bowl with the Bengals, they're going fast.
For some reason, I can't share it. I don't know why. I was trying to look for a share thing, so I gotta figure that out.
Find it. Yeah, definitely. Please share. Please share the store. Also, cups, everything with our shows. Gorillas Inc. is a cool, looking insignia and stuff. So, all right, I'm gonna get out of here. You guys take care, and see you next week.